Now, President Donald Trump has signed an executive order rescinding the 25% punitive tariff on all Indian imports, which was imposed due to New Delhi's purchase of Russian oil. And this move comes as Washington and New Delhi unveil an interim trade framework aimed at strengthening economic ties and avoiding a full-blown trade dispute. Earlier this week, President Trump announced a sweeping trade agreement with India that would slash U.S. tariffs on Indian goods from 50% to 18%, following Trump's claim that New Delhi had agreed to halt its purchases of discounted Russian crude oil. India imports nearly 90% of its oil needs. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, New Delhi had been buying cheaper Russian oil, averaging around 1.2 million barrels per day in January, but projected to fall to about 800,000 barrels per day by March. As part of the interim agreement framework, both the sides aim to negotiate a broader bilateral trade agreement. A formal deal is expected to be signed by mid-March, after which tariff cuts on U.S. goods entering India will also begin. According to the official U.S.-India joint statement, India will eliminate or reduce tariffs on a broad list of U.S. industrial and agriculture products, including fruits, nuts, soybean oil, wine, and spirits, while the U.S. will apply the 18% tariff rate on Indian exports across apparel, textiles, chemicals, footwear, and more. Now, so what does this mean for both the countries? Well, for India, it restores competitiveness for exporters that were hurt by previously steep U.S. duties and eases a major trade dispute. And for the U.S., the deal is expected to broaden access to Indian markets and secure significant Indian purchases of U.S. goods over the coming years. And to give us more details on this, our assistant editor of Foreign Affairs, Ithan Sibu, sent us this report.
In a significant development, India and the US have released a joint statement that details the framework for the trading arrangement, which is the first tranche of the BTA, the bilateral trading arrangement, to be signed in mid of March. Now, under this arrangement, India eliminates or reduces tariffs on all US industrial goods and select agriculture products like soybean oil. US meanwhile reduces tariffs from 50% to 18% and also grants relief for Indian pharma, gems and agriculture parts. India also secures preferential tariff quotas for automotive parts under US rules. Both sides have pledged sustained preferential market access with the strong origin rules. India will also be buying and purchasing $500 billion of US energy and other products for a period of 5 years. Now, this is for the first time that the details have emerged almost few days after Donald Trump announced that there is a trade agreement with India. An Indian trade minister also announcing some details.